Hey guys, what's going on? Just want to do my video of Killzone Mercenary impressions. I just finished it, so I haven't heard a lot of people talk about the game, so I figure I would just make a quick video and speak my mind on it. And I'm happy to say I was really pleased with this game. It came out maybe a month or more ago. It wasn't talked about a lot. There were some reviews and IGN and other garbage ass websites like that, but not a whole lot of talk about the game, which is a shame because it's a solid shooter. Uh, in my opinion, the first must-have game for the Vita. I have other Vita games, but I wouldn't really recommend them. I don't want to say go out and buy a Vita for this game because I think just in my opinion and just from what happened in the past with these games is I think maybe this might show up on the PS4 sometime in the future. Maybe as a download or something like that. But so I don't want to say go out and buy a Vita for this game because I think we'll see it somewhere in the future on the PS4. That's just my opinion. Don't take that with a as concrete evidence or anything. But I finished the game. It took me 7 hours. I think a total of 9 missions. The missions are varied. Your typical fight your way through this, and there's some stealth elements to it. You have a kind of escort type missions. Sometimes there's hacking involved, which really sucked. That got on my nerves. That was my biggest complaint about the game was the hacking. I just didn't like it. I thought it was unnecessary and stupid. But the enemy AI was actually pretty sharp in this game. They would flank you when they had the chance. So you really had to constantly move. You just couldn't set up shop and have them run at you. Because the way the map was laid out, they knew how to get around certain obstacles to come behind you and beside you. And you could do the same as well. So a lot of the missions weren't as linear as you might think for a shooter. There's different ways you could approach it. You don't need to go through the front door guns blazing. You can just, sometimes if you look, there's certain poles you can climb and get on top and get the stealth element going and get some silent kills and stuff like that. So if you really take your time and explore the levels, you'll find a lot of different ways to approach the problem, which I thought was great for a shooter because a lot of shooters don't do that. It's just straightforward or left or right path, and that's it. Depending on what you want to pick. This game I could climb up on top of a structure and use a sniper rifle, or I can just go through the front door with a shotgun and just start blowing people away. It was up to you how you did it, which I thought was incredible, which I really liked. So story-wise, well, let me get back. Graphically, it looks incredible. Sounds great. The gun sounds great. Plenty of violence, blood. The melee kill is actually pretty cool. You can just swipe across the screen, whatever it indicates, up, down, left, or right. And depending on what it was, you either stab the guy in the eye or the head, or just slit his neck. The next one where you stab the guy in the nuts, which I thought was kind of weird. You slide up to him, just fucking knife him in the balls, which whatever. So the melee combat's cool. Graphically, it looks great. Story is nothing to write home about. Story is really, it doesn't follow any of the other previous games. It's just its own standalone game. You play as a mercenary, Danner. That's all I remember. His last name's Danner, and this one douche just screaming orders at you the whole game. But the story is just not there. I didn't really care for it. Don't remember much of it. I just kind of skipped the cutscenes and grabbed my weapon and just started shooting people. Did what I had to do to get through the game. But so there is multiplayer, which I didn't do because my 4 gig memory card is full and I don't feel like deleting shit. And I'm not going to pay Sony their outrageous prices for a bigger memory card, so I didn't play it. But yeah, I mean that's really it, guys. Not a whole lot to say on it. I just think I made this video because I think it's a great game, but I think Vita owner, if you're a Vita owner and you like shooters, I highly recommend it. You won't be disappointed. I know the previous shooters on the Vita weren't anything to write home about. Like there were a whole lot, but I think there was that Call of Duty game which was complete shit. But they did a they did an outstanding job with this game. I highly recommend it. Maybe Black Friday you can pick it up for cheap. Not sure, don't know. But like I said, if you're a Vita owner and you like shooters, you will have fun with this game. Trust me. And there is some replay ability to it on a single player campaign. You can go through, once you finish the campaign, you can go through and do like missions. A cohort, we go through each level and you get so many stealth kills, or there's another method you could go through and you have to do like certain tasks, like instead of taking out the tank itself, you kill the driver or shoot the gunner first or something like that, or get so many headshots with a certain weapon. And there's a shit ton of weapons in the game too, with plenty of upgrades. Some of the gadgets are kind of cool. I didn't really play around with them a whole lot. I pretty much stuck with the same weapons. Machine gun, shotgun, and I think I played around with this jammer gadget or something like that. But I guess it adds another playability. You can go and just play around with the weapons. There were some type of boss battles towards the end, which weren't anything to write home about. Good challenge. The enemy AI was pretty sharp. I really liked that. They would flank you, if you gave them the choice or chance. So I was getting shot in the back a lot when I wasn't paying attention. You just can't run to a level, set up shop in a corner, and mow them down, and expect them to be like shooting fish in a barrel. Which is good. I mean, it was a good challenge because of that. That's what I liked about it. They weren't just targets running at you. You definitely couldn't sit still. And thank God the controls were good, because the controls allowed you to, be able to maneuver and jump and crouch and switch weapons on the fly, and toss your grenades and stuff like that. So it was just great combat. All really really fun. I didn't mind dying because I didn't mind playing the levels again, because you found different ways around certain objections, and stuff like that. So that's just my review, guys. Highly recommend the game if you're a Vita owner. If you're not a Vita owner, don't go out and buy a Vita just for this game. Like I said earlier, just my theory. I think we'll see it pop up on the PS4 sometime down the road. Maybe as a PSN purchase or something. I don't know. So that's it, guys. Take care. You got any questions? Feel free.